Gray marks time on a boarded door. My boots remember this block before. I tuck my hands in a borrowed comb. Let the night finish what it began. I don't sell the truth, I keep. Some things cost more when they're cheap. I let the clock do what it's trained. I walk on by, nothing I explain. Had a plan with a sharper edge, fought it down to what I can pass. Loyalty bent didn't break my name. Ambition came left just the same. I don't sell the truth, I keep. Whiskey warms and lets me sleep. Time don't ask me where I've been. I walk on by, nothing I explain. Silence ain't hiding. It's true. If day finds me rough but sane, I'll take my share of the blame. No clean lines, no refrain. I walk on by, nothing I explain. Nothing I explain.
The porch lights buzzing like a trap fly, while the clouds do their best to hide the moon. I've seen enough of the middle ground go by to know the morning won't be coming soon. My shoes are drying by the kitchen stove from a walk I took to find what I never drove. It's just leftover rain on a rusted roof. A little bit of pride, a little bit of proof. I'm still standing where the water falls, listening to the way the silence calls. I carried your name like a heavy stone until my pockets finally started to tear. It's a different kind of being alone. You're still breathing the same old air. The whiskey's level hasn't moved in an inch, but the quiet's got me in a steady pain. It's just leftover rain on a rusted roof. A little bit of pride, a little bit of proof. I'm still standing where the waterfall, listening to the way the silence calls. Funny how you wait for the storm to break, then it passes, and you find yourself missing the thunder, just to hear something other than your own heart. Just the rain, just the roof, I'm still here.
The coffee is cold and the window is cracked. I'm packing a bag, I'll likely unpack. The hall is quiet, the shadows are deep, counting the promises I couldn't keep. The stairs have a rhythm, going in a sigh. Get out of the way, let the years go by. Is the salt in the wood? Is the ash in the grave? Trying to bargain with the hands of fate. I ain't looking for water, I've had my fill. I'm just trying to keep my heart standing still. I walk these night streets when I was a king, before I found out what the morning would bring. Ambition's a fever that leaves you bone dry, watching the hawks in a low-hanging sky. I'm still here standing, though the pain is all gone, waiting for nothing to lead to the dawn. Is the salt in the wood? Is the ash in the grave? Trying to bargain with the hands of fate. The fate I hate. I ain't looking for water, I've had my fill. I'm just trying to keep my heart standing still. You know, they tell you time is a healer, but time is just a carpenter. They build walls, it floors rooms, and eventually it just boards up the window so you can't see the street anymore. Hauled in the wood, ashen and gray. Let it be.
Pilot light is hung in blue in a kitchen where the paint is thin.
I've been counting cracks along the wall, deciding where to let the morning in. My boots are heavy by the door, like they've forgotten what they're looking for. Is a low flame just keeping back the cold? A quiet story that don't need to be told. I ain't asking for the sun to rise, just a little peace behind my eyes. Had a name for every star before the streetlights turned them gray. I kept my word when it was hard and let the better chances slip away. Now the clock is stuttering on the shelf, and I'm finally honest with myself. There's a low flame just keeping back the cold. Quiet stories that don't need to be told. I ain't asking for the sun to rise, just a little peace behind my eyes. Just enough to see, just enough for me. Let it burn.
Same chair waiting by the window frame, floorboard sighs when the siren fades. I rinse a glass, don't fill it yet. Leave room for what I won't forget. I don't hurry what won't move. I learned that lesson, paid my dues. Night says little, I do too. I keep my balance, see it through. I stayed loyal when it thinned my pay. Let a brighter road keep it safe. Ambition called like a borrowed tune. I hummed it soft, let it pass by noon. I don't hurry, what won't move. Time don't bend, it just goes through. I mind my steps, I mind my truth. I keep my balance, see it through. silence ain't mercy, it's work. Morning finds me here again, same chair waiting, same old pen. No promises, no excuse. I keep my balance, see it through. Street goes quiet after closing time. I trace the cracks in the concrete line. My coat hang heavy with borrowed years. I learned to stand the dark feels clear. I live the light on, not for show, just so I know which way to go. Time don't hurry, neither do I. Pass each other, eye to eye. Had a deal that shined real fast. I let it go, chose what would last. Loyalty don't ring or shout. It stays when others wander out. I let the light on, low and plain, like a promise without a name. Whiskey warms, then tells the truth. It don't forgive, but it don't accuse. Some nights you don't move forward, you just stay put. Same quiet grin, no grand reason, no alibi. I left the light on, that's why. Streetlight hums like it knows my name. Paint's peeling off this borrowed chain. I learned to walk with a crooked plan. Kept my word when I barely can. I ain't proud, but I ain't done. I lose some sleep, but I keep one eye on the sun. Time leans heavy, but I don't fight it loud. I'm still standing quiet in this town. I'm still standing quiet in this town. Had a good woman, I held her wrong. Held my silence too wide, too long. Ambition knocked, I let it wait. Missed the train, but I missed it straight. I ain't clay, but I stay true. Got a debt to myself, I'm working through the night. Don't judge, it just moves around. I'm still standing quiet in this town. Still standing quiet in this town. Whiskey don't fix it, but it listens. If tomorrow asks what I've become, I'll say I stayed when others run. No big word, no holy ground. Just still standing quiet in this town. Just still standing quiet in this town. After the last bus cleared the lane, I hear my steps call out my name. Storefront glass, don't ask me why. Show me back what time walked by. I stay a minute longer than I should. Not out of fear, just out of habit, good. The night don't push, it lets me choose. I take my time, I take my dues. sharper shine, left it sitting, kept his line. Loyalty don't raise its voice, it waits around and calls that choice. I stay a minute longer than I should. Learn the weight of staying put. Whiskey hums, then goes quiet too, like things you feel but never prove. Silence don't mean empty, it means you're still here. And when morning finds these streets still thin, I'll walk 'em back the way I came in. No sudden turn, no excuse, just after the last bus, seeing it through. Neon leaks through a cracked blind slab. My coat still smells like last night's rain. I learned the hard way how to wait, how to carry less, how to stand the same. The clock don't argue, it just turns. It leaves me with what I didn't learn. I walk it slow, I walk it true. Do what a tired heart can do. I kept my word when it cost me sleep. Let some good chances drift on by. Ambition talked, I nodded back. Loyalty asked me to stay inside. The clock don't argue, it just turns. Keeps its time while the whiskey burns. I don't rush what I can't undo. I do what a tired heart can do. Silence ain't empty. It's just honest. When morning finds these streets still cold, I'll be here, older than bold. No clean hands, no excuse, just doing what a tired heart can do.
The stove's getting cold and the wind's at the pane. I'm listening for something that isn't the rain. The radio's static, the clock's got a skip, like a secret I'm trying to keep on my lip. My shadow is stretching across the bare floor, looking for tracks that ain't there anymore. It's a slow burning fire, down to the core. A little bit of iron left in the soul. I ain't looking for glory or a name on the stone, just a way to be quiet while I'm being alone. I carried a torch till it burned down my hand. Now I'm just trying to stay where I stand. The street lights are flickering, yellow and low, telling the stories that I already told. I don't mind the dark, it's a familiar face. It's the only thing left that can keep up the pace. It's a slow burning fire, down to the core. A little bit of iron left in the soul. I ain't looking for glory or a name on the stone, just a way to be quiet while I'm being alone. They say the night is for dreaming, but for a man like me, it's just for waiting out the sun, making sure the door stays locked, making sure the silence stays honest. down to the cold, down to the soul. Let it be.
Streets still wet from an early sweep. Neon blinks like it missed some sleep. I check my pockets, not much there, just enough change for honest air. I pay what I owe, not a dime more. Learn that lesson by the door. Time keeps count, I don't protest. I do my work and let it rest. Had a chance with a faster name, left it sitting, chose the same. Lord, he wear like a second coat, heavier time, but it keeps me warm. I pay what I owe, not a dime more. Let someone in, hit the floor. Whiskey hums, then fades away, like things you mean but never say. Silence don't argue, it waits. If morning finds me still alive, I'll take my turn, I won't rewind. No bright excuses to bestow, I pay what I owe, and I'll go.
rose before the night can start. I've been sitting with my back against the grain, listening for a rhythm in the falling rain. My boots are scuffed and my laces are thin. The hinges are tied and the latch is worn. The edges of the curtain are frayed and torn. I ain't looking for a hand to hold, I'm just trying to keep the dark from getting cold. Had a pocket full of words I never spoke. Now they're just hanging in the kitchen smoke. I kept my head down when the wind got high and watched the best of the years go by. The glass is empty but I'm still holding on. The hinges are tired and the latch is worn. The edges of the curtain are frayed and torn. Looking for a hand to hold, I'm just trying to keep the dark from getting cold. You know, the house don't really change. It just settles kinda like a man does. Once he stops fighting the floorboards and starts listening to them. Just the hint, just the smoke, let it be. The streetlight hums like I know my name. The window's dark, but the bar's the same. I count my steps, I count my change. Time keeps score, I don't complain. I'm still open late, that's what the sign says true. Heart on a hinge, letting daylight through. Oh, don't chase trouble, trouble finds me anyway. I'm still open late, got nothing left to say. Ambition talks with a borrowed voice, told me once I had a choice.
I stayed loyal to the wrong old tune. Now the night comes early afternoon. I'm still open late, whiskey thin and slow, learning what to keep, what to let go. Some debts ain't money, some ain't paid. I'm still open late, just how I was made. Clock don't argue, glass don't lie. Silence clears, listening on to the sound of years. When the door swings shut, I'll sweep the floor. Still open late, maybe not tomorrow anymore. Cafe, comes past 2. A tighter bell when the door comes through. I fold my coat on the empty seat, count the cracks in the worn-out street, and I don't chase what don't stay. I learned a lesson, one in faith.
Pride keeps score, but it don't shout. I sit with what I'm about. I kept a promise, lost some ground. Let a faster life circle round. Ambition spoke in a borrowed tone. I heard it clear, then we walked it home. And I don't chase what don't stay. Time takes its toll the quiet way. Whiskey warms, then settles down like truths you carry through the town. Silence don't answer. It listens. Last light open, same old grid. No clean break, no easy out. I sit with what I'm about.
Breeze on the window is blurring the light. I've been sitting here since the middle of night. The radiator's knocking, a hollow bone sound, just making a noise while the world around. I count up my life by the spoons on the floor and wonder what I'm still waiting here for. It's a quiet kind of winter, a slow kind of rust, building a house out of shadow and dust. I ain't asking for mercy, I'm just holding the line, trying to make peace with the passing of time. I had me a suit and a shoe sign, a match, But a dream is a garment that's easy to scratch. I carried the weight for the sake of the name, till I found out the winner and the loser's the same. How the coffee is bitter and the morning is thin, but I'm still lean and yet for days. It's a quiet kind of winter, slow kind of rust, building a house out of shadow and dust. I ain't asking for mercy, I'm just holding the line, trying to make peace with the passing of time. Funny how the streetlights look like they're waiting for something too, just humming there in the cold night. I'm just watching the shadows shorten. That's enough work for one man. Slow kind of rust, just me and the time.
Streets gone thin since the buses quit. My shadow walks like it knows it's bit. I count my steps past a closed down bar. Moon hanging low like a dented scar. I kept the meter, paid my share, didn't borrow hope I couldn't spare. Time rolled on, I stayed put, did what I could, not what I should. Had a chance, dressed up real clean. I waved it on, chose what I mean. Loyalty weighs like a winter coat, warm enough, but it slows the road. I kept the meter, paid my share, let some nights answer the air. Whiskey talks and lets me be, says the truth, don't hurry me. Silence Silence ain't a promise, it's a habit. Silence ain't a promise, it's a habit. If morning finds me short of time, I'll make it up another time. No applause, no dispute, I kept the meter, saw it through.